Hey everyone, so today I did this eyeshadow look using the Natasha Denona Safari Palette. The palette looks like this. It retails for $162 Canadian. It is quite an expensive palette. I have had this palette for quite a few months now, and I really enjoy it for everyday looks, and it is just packed with all these matte shades. You can really go just about anywhere you want to with this palette. I like to use it in conjunction with other eyeshadows like eyeshadow toppers and stuff like that, which is what I did today. I did a look using these pink tones over in this corner, and then I'm going in with other products to use as an eyeshadow topper because I'm not all that into all matte looks. So usually what I'll do is I'll throw something a little bit shimmery on the lid and then use this for the rest of the shades. But this palette is really nice. I really do like it. Obviously it is expensive. You don't need it. You can find dupes for these colors at a more affordable price. Me personally, I do enjoy Natasha Denona formula, so I really wanted to pick this up. And yeah, so the look that I did today, it is kind of a pinky coral look, very good for every day. You could use this as like a spring eyeshadow look as well. For the eyeshadow topper, I actually used a highlighter. This is the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb highlighter in How Many Carats, and this is so pretty. This shade, I don't know if you can really see or if the camera's gonna pick it up, but it is like the perfect glittery shade. I do use this as a highlight from time to time, but I have been really liking this as an eyeshadow topper, which is what I did today. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I did this eyeshadow look, then just keep watching, and yeah. Alright, so the first thing that I did was I used an eyelid primer, and I used the CoverGirl Lid Lockup that looks like this, and I just placed that all over my lid. And then I also put some Scotch tape on the corners because I want a really sharp outer edge for this look. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the palette, and I think the first color I'm going to go in is Lotus right here. And NYX, this is a number 16 brush. It's a crease brush, and I really enjoy this actually for crease stuff. It's very affordable from the drugstore. And I'm just going to go into that shade, and I'm going to place that on my outer corner and crease. And I'm bringing that all the way up into my crease. And I'm bringing that all the way in to the inner corners as well. And I want this shade to be a little bit higher up than the next shades that I'm going to put on, so I am going to put a little bit more, a little bit higher. We want it pretty close to the brow bone. Alright, with the same brush, I'm going to go into the shade next to it, which is kind of this, it's kind of an orangey toned pink, and it's called Amara. I think that's how you say it. Same brush, and I'm going to bring that a little bit lower, put in the outer corner, outer crease, but just a little bit lower than that last shade that we put. And we're going to blend them together. So we're going to place that right there in the outer corner, and we're going to blend it up into that pink, and we're going to bring it in probably about halfway. So it's going to look something like that. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, this is it's kind of an angled fluffy brush. This is called an medium angled shading brush, an E70 from Sigma. This is a really old brush. I don't even know if they still make these. And I'm going to go into the color Masai right there. It's a little bit darker. And I just want to get it on the tip of the brush. And I am going to place that just in the outer corner on the edge of this tape. I'm not bringing it up very far, just kind of placing it right on the outer corner. And then I'm going to go back in with the NYX number 16 brush that we were using and a little bit more of that orangey Amara shade. And I'm just going to blend in this outer corner again. Next, I'm going to go in with this MAC 213 brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Malia, which is this shade right here. It's kind of a peachy cream tone. All right, so I'm going to place that Malia shade, and I just kind of patting it onto the lid into those spaces that there are no shadow. I'm using this as a base for the eyeshadow topper that I'm going to use. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And you could leave the look like this, but I want to add a little bit of a pop to it. This here is the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb Highlighter in the shade How Many Carats. And if you open it up, it looks like this. And it is a super shimmery, glittery highlight. I do wear it as a highlight, but I have really been enjoying it as an eyeshadow topper. I don't think there's anything really quite like it. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take it on my finger, and so you can see it picks up. It's so pretty. I'm just gonna place that right on top of that shade that we put down, that creamy peach shade, with my finger. And then I'm gonna go in, this is just a flat shader brush. I'm gonna take a little bit on that brush, and I'm just gonna bring it up slightly into my crease where I have hooded eyes. I want that shimmer to be a little bit more visible, so I am bringing it up just a little bit. Back in with the medium angled shading brush that I had, and I'm just going to go in with a little bit more of that Masai color in the outer corner. And then I'm going to go in with my NYX number 16 brush again and take a little bit of a mix of the Lotus and Amara shade and just place that in this outer corner just to deepen it up a tiny little bit more. So that is what it's looking like so far. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a liquid eyeliner, and I'm using the Physicians Formula Eye Booster. The one that I have is in the shade Ultra Black, and I'm just going to do a wing liner. I'm going to keep this tape on so that I can really perfect the wing liner. So I'm going to do that off camera, and I will be right back. Alright, so I have removed the tape, and you can see that this is what it looks like with the winged eyeliner on. And now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go put on the rest of my makeup, and I will come back at the end to show you how I finished off the look. Alright, so I am back. I have the rest of my makeup on, and I am going to finish off this eye look using, this is a NYX flat brush. It's a number 14. I'm gonna go in with the shade Aya, which is this one here. And I'm gonna pick that up on the brush. I'm gonna highlight under my brow bone very lightly. Now when I put my highlight on my face, I did highlight up into my eyebrows, so there is a little bit of shimmer there that you might see. And I'm going to highlight the inner corner with this as well. All right, so now I'm going to go in with a Morphe E36 brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Lotus, which is that one right there, the pink, light dusty pink, and I'm going to put this on my lower lash line. All right, I'm gonna take this. This is a NYX number 17. It's got a kind of a stiff point on it, and I'm just gonna dip the very, very tip of that brush into that Lotus shade, and I'm just going to blend with this brush. I don't set my under eye concealer, so it can be a little bit tricky to blend out on top because sometimes it's a little bit tacky, but this seems to be working okay. I'm just blending and I'm kind of swooping it out to follow that wing. And to finish off, I'm going to go in with that same Morphe E36 brush, and I'm going to go back into that Fenty Beauty highlighter, and I'm going to just take a little bit of that highlighter and pop it right in my inner corner and bring it down on the lower lash line just a tiny little bit. All right, and now I'm going to go off camera to put my mascara on, and then I will be back. All right, so here is the final look with mascara on. The mascara I used was the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. Looks like this. And that was for my upper lashes. And then my lower lashes, I always use the Hourglass Extreme Caution mascara. The reason I use this on my lower lashes is because it doesn't transfer, whereas the L'Oreal does. So that is it. That is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in my next one.